we're back. A little bit has happened between streams. Just kind of planning stuff out. Oh. I need to combine two of these. Problem is I'm getting already overwhelmed with the thought of all the recipes. So I kind of collected all the resources over here into like a single line kind of system, if you want to call it that. And I started like also color coding the miners so they're more identifiable from a distance. So like the main color is what the mineral is, and the secondary color is the purity. So like red is impure, yellow is normal, and then if it's green, which there's none over here, that means it's a pure node. Over here is one. You can kind of see that from here. It's a pure limestone node. Mm-hmm. So currently that is these are normal, so that's 120, 240, 360. 360 there. And I should really like create a label for these lines. 60, 120, and 180 totaled with an ion. Actually curious now. Oh, you can put them the signs like this. That's neat. But can you get text on these? Well, what other options for signs do I have? Guess I could go a smaller sign like that. $240. I didn't merge those two together because I'm kind of planning ahead for Mark III miners. So I'll double it again. So that'll go to 480 and that will go to 240 on Mark III miners. And I don't want to really outpace my Mark IV builds because that's going to be more of a pain to replace than the miners themselves. That is going over to a pure node that's on a Mark II, so that's already 240. That one is a normal? Yeah, that's a normal. That's 120. Honestly, I can't see this one from here. It's a normal. Also, I'm just curious. Might as well pick my colors. That's wrong one. Upper. Mm-hmm. So I want to consolidate 2 of these.
Hostile organisms added to the object scanner. Note, it cannot detect the species, only aggression. There are many creatures that dislike you, Pioneer. But I am your true friend.
So we'll have them both go up in the relatively same spot.
SAM-based portable waste network unlocked. A recent breakthrough has meant that Fixit now has a way to reanimate organic waste using deconstructed matter.
Regular exposure to blood flow helps the vessel avoid malfunction.
I just want to make sure I'm thinking of this correctly. Yeah, 240. And this is where I found out it's not on the right. That works. But I think I messed up by aiming it that way. That's where I want it. We can go over just a bit. About right there should be fine. Yeah. Do want to get that back up and running just temporarily. But I'm just so indecisive. What's the smelter speed? 60? I can't feed it as fast as... $30. Okay. So... can only feed 240, 360 in at the moment. And that would be 12 smelters, but so like half this stack. I will do it. And yeah. So we will put this right over here-ish. But I need more encased and regular steel. still don't have enough encased. I do love these ultra compact blueprints. Beautiful. Then I just need to set this to 15. Yeah. Nope. Okay, game. Be like that, I guess. Okay. Copy that. It's just a matter of pasting it. And I'll probably do a merger. Right in here. I think that should be fine. Go to a Mark IV lift. Close, but not quite right. There. It's a little unfortunate. Hmm. Honestly, I can just this like that. There. And that should be the full 360. Hook this up power-wise. Should be all yellow lights. Can't really see the yellows on that side. Okay. So I need to remember how I had this broke down. Are these all at full clock speed? 15? So this is 12 times 15? 180? Okay.
Milestone reached. The hazmat suit protects the wearer from radiation by consuming iodine-infused filters. You may find this protection essential if you are going to finally get around to saving humanity. I previously gave you compliments in an attempt to inspire you, but it might have given you the wrong idea. I will definitely be totally honest with you from this moment on. Here is a demonstration of a truthful compliment. That suit looks like it was made for you. Because it was.
So... Shoot. Get rid of this. That was 12, yeah. 12 times 15. You know, I don't even think I paid attention to whether that was input or output speed. It was input. Actually, hold on. Yeah, I was making iron rods here. My other question is, do I want to stack them? Because I could do that with how I have this designed. Might as well make a note. Then we can look at the screw situation. So we're doing cast these. 2 are set to 90. 3 are set to 90. 4, 5. Okay. So all these are set to 90%. So only 45 screws per minute. That's more than a max belt as well. Which be a problem for me right now. Right? I mean, I can adjust for the output situation. 0.25. 135 in. What a wonderful, ugly number. And that's where this gets a little more complicated, because I have everything coming out one. So I don't even know how. I mean, obviously, this can only absorbs when it's limited. It can only take in so much, but that creates that whole manifold situation where these have to back up first. Oi. Hazmat suit. Nice. Oh, and some filters. And a gas mask. Nice. Um, So this side really only take 45 iron per minute? That doesn't seem right. Am I doing my math wrong here? Because this line was only 3 of these things. Like, nothing else was contributing over here. How did I get 120 times 3 is 360? What am I doing wrong? 11.25. 11.25 times 12. 135. What? Did I do my math wrong over here? So on these iron rods, this is full speed, 15 a minute. I keep opening the wrong thing. 15 times 12 is 180, which is half of 360. That doesn't make any sense. $22.5. Am I completely mistaken on my iron rod situation? 'Cause I needed 12 per minute. Um, these are all max speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 times 12 is 180 rod. It was 1 for 1, wasn't it? One for what? What? Was I using? Oh, I was using that stuff over there. That's why. Just hold off on both. I was using these, wasn't I? Well, that makes this a little more tricky. Did I downclock? I only downclocked a few of these, right? The rest should all be full speed. This is 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 14 of them. So, nope. 12 times 20 plus. Wait, no, it's 30. Plus 2 times 2.5 is 405. Coming in on this one line here. Hmm. I didn't have to use all of this, did I? I'm pretty sure. Well, that's 360 right there. Yeah, I had to use both lines. Well, that makes this a little more complicated. Hmm. Well, this can handle a full throughput of 480. Trying to put both lines into one. Not one of these, but I'm just saying both of those lines into another one. Problem is, I still have that weird split there, the 135. Hmm. It's doable. I'm just trying to think. How would that work? Let's say I have 180 going into here. Let me get the right button. It's the best way I can get sideways unit up here. It's not what I want. There. Just bring it on over. Can you change that? That works. Good enough. So our goal is to get a line of one will be 45 and the other one will have the 135. Where'd that even go? Doo-doo. So I know this is opposite of what I want it to be, but it doesn't really matter. I can switch them around. So, more sows. Sows on, sows on, sows. This would divide down to 60 per. And if you do that again, wait, did I do that right? 180 divided by 3 is 60. Yeah. So 60 divided by 3 is going to be 20 each. Oops. Actually, I'm making this more complicated than I need it to be. So if I just do 2 off of here, this is actually 90 per. And then 90 can either be 30 or if I break that one down, goes down to 45. So then it's just a matter of merging these together. Which actually that, I mean, yeah, it's just one merger. So 2 splitters, 1 merger. And we got the 45 we want. Okay. And we can combine that with this input over here. I mean, technically, there's going to be, off this unit, there's going to be 3 splitters because we have to split it once to get the 180 for that, and then the other 180 for both these. Okay. Okie dokie. I've been thinking correctly. Oh, yeah. Let me just make a note. And it's going to be 45 plus the other stuff behind me, which is 360? Yeah. Okay. Iron plates. I need to sink some of that. Where's my sink? There's one. Just go straight into Mark IV. And get power there. Oh yeah, I have to hook that up too. Oops. I'd rather not get a bunch of iron plates and iron ingots into my inventory, trying to pick all that up. So I'll just drain it out a bit. Okay. Might as well throw this bad boy down. That's my output. Here's my input. Honestly, I think I'll space them like that, but I need to go get more encased beams. Mercer spheres. I'm moving too fast on myself again. I probably don't have enough encased beams still. Oh, but I do. Excellent. I might as well place them like that. And I can just connect it like that. What? What just happened? I feel like I just... Okay. Visually it glitched out. These are... I can just copy that. Go through and paste. Got two more there. Come on. Paste. Paste. And just this bottom row. Oh, missed one. There. What? Who's the red? Did you not? There. All yellow. I wish these ones were easier to see. It looks like we got all yellow everywhere now. That's still clearing out. Oops. All right. I'm probably safe to cut that off. Hopefully I gave myself enough. Oops. Yeah, I did not give myself enough capacity. Time to sink more. Mm-hmm. I should plan out how I want to hook this one up. As well do a similar thing. Oops. Hmm. Okay, so I need to adjust just a bit. Like honestly, if I wanted, these guys can hook up here. Iron. Why does that not look like iron? It is iron, but it don't look like it. I need to give myself some wiggle room here. Get me a ceiling support. That's not where I wanted it. So I'll go there. And you can run all the way over there. Hmm. And this is where I find out, because I never tested my blueprints, that these are not hooked up right some way, somehow. Oh, why are you not hooked up right? So... you're not hooked up. which means you're not hooked up. Oops. Now you're hooked up. Who else is... Either that mill one's full. Nope, it's not. Is this... Looks like an identical situation going on. Oh no, it's just stems from that original issue. Oopsie. Not that. There. In my opinion, it should be more than that, but oh well. But this whole blueprint is wonky now because of that, so I need to cut it off when I can. I'm just going to let it finish smelting so I don't have too much junk in my inventory when it's done. I should stop this before... Yeah. Okay, this can all get cleaned up now. Nope. There. So looks like it's still running. Yeah. Whatever. Goodbye, blueprint. So I need to go over to the blueprint designer and fix that real quick. Load. What do you mean I don't have the resources to build it? Oh, wait, hold on. Did I get a disassembly crate? I guess I got... It doesn't show one, but... Yeah, it looks like there's a crate there. I don't think I need screws. Pretty sure I didn't need screws to build that. That can get trashed. Oh, yeah, and iron ingots can get trashed. Oh, yeah, oh, I got a bunch of that. There. Let's load this bad boy up. And I gotta fix it. Which it should be this one. Just gonna go through and do each one. Which means this is probably all broken on my other versions of this since it's built off of each other. But we'll get that fixed out. Alright. Make sure it's connected. Grab a lift. Move down here. Sounds good. And it's just a matter of hooking that last one up. All right, that should be sorted. Of course, I have not tested the output. So we'll clear it. Take our stuff. Cool thing is if I switch it to this, yeah, I can pull a whole copy like that. Yeah, input's over there, or on this side. I did not do that. Great. Go back down. Also, I'm curious, I've never tested this out. I imagine it pulls, there we go, that's better. The recipe off these guys. Oh, I didn't think about it. It might be pulling the bad connection as well. Yeah, nope. Okay, so it didn't copy this. It copied my blueprint, I'm pretty sure. Guess there's only one way to really test it. I'll hook it up with a slow belt so I don't get too much. A little faster than that. Oh yeah, that has to be wrapped. Getting ahead of myself. Okay, cool. Yeah. Even though I pulled it off of that, it still pulled the correct stuff. Just get that out of my inventory. You know, I wonder if my audio's bugged because I haven't heard music in a hot minute. Oh, yeah. I don't... It's so annoying. Like how frequently that happens. Okay, game. What happened? I thought this was all on 50%. What? Da 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 da. I can just fly over for this one. I don't understand why those went to 100%. I thought I copied off, did I not copy the right thing? I feel like I missed one. Like, these guys are all... I don't know what happened. Oh. Hmm. Weird. Very peculiar. So I think I'm going to just stack all of these. I need one... No, because it's going to be split. That just makes it more complicated. Do, do, do. Question is, do I put it in line in the middle here? Or no, I think I'm just going to do it like that. I'll build it over here. You know, I really should have tested these before I built all of them. Or before I go this far. But where's the fun in that? I didn't have to downclock this. 12 times 15? Yeah, this is all perfect. I just have to make sure it's all pasted. And then I can actually just pull power right over here. Okay. So let me think here. So anyways, I have my 180 going out here, and then I have an 80 coming out, and I can just honestly bring that up. Probably there. That's what I think I'll do. I'll just bring it up there. And then I can have my 290s. And bring a 90 up here and get 245s. I can pull a 90 and a 45 off over here. Honestly, don't know. I'm just winging it. And if there's any problem, it should be repeated on every layer because these were all stacked off each other with a blueprint. All right. I'll just do a Mark 4. I might as well do just a Mark 3 because no sense. Make sure that's hooked up correctly. I mess up? Yeah, I know what I did. I want you connecting. I'm just gonna put you on there temporarily. Come on, connect. You know you want to. You know what? I can just secondary solution. There we go. And then that, make sure I just rotate it that way. And make sure that doesn't rotate. Okay. So we have our 180. This should be like this. Tickets. Okay. I want the 90 and 45 on this side. Hmm. 45's up here. Oh, hold on. Okay. Mark 3 just cause. So this is our single 45. Hey, and they're all shutting off. Goody. Oops. That is one too high. Should be like that. Oops. Though, helps if I use the correct thing. Yeah, it looks fine enough. No, it doesn't. Stop unsnapping. There. Can I even do that? We'll find out. Yeah, I can. Oh, Oh, shoot. And of course, this is the layer that has... Okay, so that's easy enough to split into two outputs. This is the screw layer. So I can just mirror that. And I think I needed to adjust this one. $11.25. There you go. And I just want to make sure I'm not going to exceed 45 times 6 is 270, and these are Mark III belts, so that is 270. Excellent. I also need to finish started here. Just got 45 going in there, and I'm going to need another 40. I need the 90. That's what I meant to say. There. It's a little wonky looking, I know, but it works. And then just need to get this lifted up. Shoot. Wish it would stop unsnapping my blueprint. Or... like, seriously, that's annoying. One, two, three. You know, I don't even need... because of the spacing of this, I don't even need this. Oh, yes, I do. Whatever. Just thinking rate, that's 360. Mark 3 is 270, right? Yeah, so I need these to actually be Mark 4 builds. That wasn't going to help me at all. And that's a Mark 3. That's a Mark 3. Eh? Well, these aren't configured. Well, they are configured. They just don't have power. Apparently, I never hooked the power up for those. Okay. I mean, that's fixable. This can go there. And you go there. That's a very minor malfunction of design. Though now I'm concerned why... I should really have tested my blueprints. Since none of my middle sections are getting their iron. That goes up here, that goes up there. Like... Oh. Ugh. Like, I made sure these connections were good when I built it. Because that's rather annoying. Let's just disconnect this main. This is definitely not going to be a fun one to troubleshoot. Because this wasn't a fun one to design. That's the Mark III build, too. I'm curious... Well, fine. I need more of this anyways. Like, I'm curious if the Mark IV has the problem too, because I rebuilt these from scratch. Since these joints are problematic. Hmm. I'm curious if it's that itself or that's going to have to go too. We'll test this out. So I built it on the belt. I'm curious. Oh, so curious. Um, hmm. Try it. And might as well fix that power connection issue. Okay. Save this and we'll test it before we go full bore. Clear. It's the Mark III. Because it doesn't really matter. Me. Like, obviously, it's not going to flow into the machines, but at least I can make sure it's flowing. Okay. That is a good sign. Those are filled up. And I might as well just check H1. Like, those are going to show 2 no matter what, because constructors require 2. That guts 2, that guts 2, that has 2. Okay, I think that is that fixed. So now I just have to pull those down and replace them. Okay. And where's the... There it is. I've shot myself in the foot again. I need to undo these 2 real quick. And set these up. Since there's going to be close to no way to get into these. All right, that's all yellow.